I'm Steve Mutabazi. I lead the initiative in the country to create a very strong technology sector to help us transform our own economy from a predominantly agriculture-based economy to a knowledge-based economy as quickly as possible, but also to provide a home for foreign companies to domicile their technologies on this continent so that from here they can innovate and purpose their technology for the growing African market.
My name's David Paul and I'm working as a manager here at Busati Lodge in Rwanda.
Can you tell me what you think is innovative with this Busati Lodge?
I think initially, or first and foremost, is to look at the design. It was designed to fit in with the Rwandan theme, based on the King's Palace in down south in Nyanza. And the other thing is that Wilderness Safaris chooses to put lodges into places where they know they can try and expand the area under conservation. So initially, originally this was farmland, and now we've got 43 hectares of forest reforestation, and that reforestation program will continue. Well, what we do with the reforestation is we obviously are going to plant many thousands of trees. We're currently sitting just under 17,000. The objective is to put in about 10,000 trees a year over the next 5 years. What we offer for our guests is an experience to participate in that and just give something back. So we will offer you the opportunity to plant a tree. We'll GPS mark that tree, we'll give you a certificate, and when you come and visit us again in a couple of years' time, we'll take you back to your tree to show you how it's grown.
What is the meaning of innovation for you?
Innovation is taking an invention and turning it into something useful. And that's what we need here in this country. That's what's needed in the rest of the continent, just like the Asia Pacific did, to catapult themselves from what I found as third world countries back in the early 70s, now to first world countries. So that's what innovation is. It's not necessarily inventing new things. It's using existing knowledge, but turning it into a solution for existing problems, especially socio-economic problems. Coming here, you're not just coming here for Rwanda as a market. You're coming here literally for a much bigger region, the East African community, the Comesa region, which is even bigger. But today, especially in technology, companies are coming here for the entire sub-Saharan Africa.
I think there's a massive business potential here and opportunity in Rwanda particularly. If one looks at Africa as a whole, there's a lot of opportunities within Africa generally if you compare to first world, but what makes it even more special here in Rwanda is that there's zero corruption. Everybody wants business to investments. It's actually relatively easy if you look at the other African states to get involved in here, and as long as you bring in a business that benefits everybody, and if you're looking for opportunities, I think Rwanda should be at the top of your list.
So how will conservation tourism save the gorillas?
Well, everybody coming out here paying for their permit to go and see the mountain gorillas is essentially a philanthropist. You are contributing to a conservation effort to protect the mountain gorillas. If the national parks here were not receiving those dollars, they would not be able to employ the staff that they do to look after the Volcanoes National Park and to look after those gorillas. So it's integral. It cannot happen without that income stream. I think it's becoming evident more and more so in Africa as a whole that conservation and community is inseparable. It has to go side by side. There needs to be greater benefits or sharing of benefits all around in order for it to work.
And what do you say about the mentality of the Rwandans?
I think they are the most incredible people. If one considers the background and where they've come from, there is this incredible collective capacity for forgiveness. They are a very caring nation in general, and they have this willingness and want to learn more and to give. And I think that's really what works incredibly well. I don't think you could ask for a nicer place to set up a business and for people to be employing.